Hi guys, welcome to Being Woman with Chhavi. Thank you so much for subscribing and supporting me. Being Woman with Chhavi is an endeavor where I just want to share whatever knowledge I have about pre-pregnancy, pregnancy, post-pregnancy, women health, general fitness, weight loss, beauty, hair care, and everything under the sun that might interest you. And as I often ask you to write down in the comments below about what kind of topics you want me to talk about. So some of you asked me to talk about what to expect when you're expecting for mothers or for women who want to get pregnant or are trying to get pregnant. So today that's what I'm going to do. But before that, please subscribe to Being Woman with Chhavi if you still haven't, and hit the bell icon so that you never miss an upload from me. Here goes. In my experience with both my pregnancies, I feel that the first trimester is by far the hardest for various reasons. First of all, your body is going through a lot of changes. Okay, these changes are physical, these changes are hormonal, and your body is working overtime making sure that the conception actually happens and the seed is actually formed. So you're really tired, you're exhausted, you're fatigued, and still you have to continue with your daily activities. And also most mothers that I know don't like to talk about their pregnancies in the first trimester, so you don't even get the 5-star treatment that you do as a pregnant mother. So for various of these reasons, the first trimester I feel is the hardest. So yes, expect a lot of tiredness, fatigue, expect your hunger to go up, your appetite, and another thing which a lot of mothers complain of is nausea. Thankfully, I did not experience any nausea in my first pregnancy. In my second pregnancy, I did feel a little bit of nausea, and especially with a certain kind of smells rather than actual food. But having said that, just because you did not experience nausea in the first pregnancy does not mean that it won't happen in the second one, because even for the same woman, no two pregnancies are the same. Apart from this, you will also start experiencing certain emotions, certain feelings that you didn't know existed within you. These are just hormonal changes and they will pass. And mothers, please listen to your body. If you do feel like resting, if you're feeling overtired, then don't exert yourself. The body's asking for it, just give it to it. The second trimester is more or less the honeymoon phase of the pregnancy. Your nausea, if any, is going to be on its way out. Your appetite is going to return in a big way. You can also start exercising in the second trimester, and you can even think about going for the baby moon that you've been planning or haven't. If you haven't been planning a baby moon, please do, because the second trimester is when you can actually travel. You're even allowed to fly, but definitely take a go-ahead from your doctor before doing that. And apart from that, the second trimester, you will also begin to notice some stomach showing, and others will start walking up to you and start congratulating you. In the 5th or the 6th month, you will also start feeling some flutters inside your stomach, and those flutters are going to feel like gas, or they're just going to feel like butterflies, but it's actually the baby kicks that you start feeling. And if it's your second pregnancy, these baby kicks can be felt as early as even the 4th month. So I started feeling Ariza's kicks the first time around in the 5th or the 6th month, and Arham's kicks I could feel as early as the 13th or the 14th week, which was pretty much the 4th month. So second trimester is a beautiful phase. Don't forget to enjoy it, and definitely exercise and make the most of it. The third trimester. This is the time when you have to actually start preparing for D-Day. So mostly mothers start nesting during the third trimester. Nesting means that you basically start collecting things for the new baby to come. You start buying the chota clothes, you start buying the cot or the pram or different things that you would need for the nursery, blankets, nappies, etc. Third trimester is also the time when you have to start preparing for the actual delivery. So yes, some of your exercises will start focusing towards having a normal delivery. So I think 8th or the 9th month is a very good time to start your duck walks, which help bring the baby down. But yes, definitely check with your doctor before starting these exercises, because you need to be ready, your body needs to be ready to actually help the baby come down. Third trimester is also the time when your stomach is going to grow really fast. You're going to put on the maximum amount of weight in the third trimester because your baby is also putting on fat in the third trimester. Walking is going to be difficult, daily activities are going to be difficult, your body temperature is going to rise higher, you're going to huff and puff a lot, there's going to be again tiredness, not the same as the first trimester, but definitely some amount of tiredness. But also you'll get the best treatment from others around you in the third trimester because you'll just be so big. So when you go to a restaurant, expect to be treated like a pregnant mother. When you go to the mall, when you go to a friend's house, when you're just amongst family, everybody is going to treat you like a princess and a queen that you honestly are. So enjoy your third trimester also. And if you are already in your third trimester, then all the best, because D-Day is going to be coming soon. Another thing that I want to say to mothers in their last trimester is that definitely take out time for yourself. A lot of me time is important, a lot of resting is important, because once the baby comes, life is going to be really hectic for the first few months and the body is going to be recovering from the delivery. So it's a good idea to also take a lot of rest. Some of the generic things that you will experience once you get pregnant, which can be experienced in any of the trimesters, is firstly swollen ankles. Now, just because one mother suffered from it does not mean that all of you will. For example, I did not have any swollen ankles, or my ankles did not swell up during my first pregnancy at all. But when I was pregnant with Arham the second time, I had massively swollen ankles. So yeah, that is one thing that you can experience also. The second thing which I want to warn you about is backache. Your back may or may not start aching in the first trimester itself, or maybe in the second trimester, and for a lot of lucky mothers it starts happening during the third trimester. So it's a good idea to strengthen your back and do back exercises right from the time you get pregnant. You don't have to be hectic, you can simply lie down on your back and do simple back exercises. The other thing that you can experience, which I had a major problem dealing with, is that your bladder size becomes really small because your uterus is expanding. It's putting pressure on all the areas, all the organs around the uterus, and your bladder is one of them. So basically it means that you have to pee a lot. You'll want to pee again and again and again. And in my case, in my third trimester, when I used to go to the loo, I used to pee, and by the time I would come back and start resuming my activities, I would be ready to go to the loo again. So yeah, that was quite a task, and I think after I delivered, I was really happy that at least that problem has completely gone and I have a good bladder control again. Because you want to pee again and again, it's also important that you take care of your hygiene level. So make sure that you're carrying a sanitizer with you at all times. Make sure that you carry toilet paper and toilet seat sanitizer spray. I used to always carry all these things in my bag because who knows when you want to pee again. And one more thing that you can experience during your pregnancy, and in all likelihood you will, is acidity. Once again, because your uterus is growing, it is expanding, it is putting pressure not just on your bladder but also your stomach, your intestines and all the other organs around it. So you tend to get a lot of heartburn, you tend to get a lot of acidity, and digestion becomes slow, and you do feel hungry, but when you eat you feel like you've eaten too much. So that is a problem which is very normal during pregnancy, and if it's bothering you too much, then please ask your healthcare provider to just prescribe you an antacid, and that should do the trick. Did I miss out anything? Well, if I did, then please let me know in the comments below, and I hope this video was helpful for you, for all the ladies who want to get pregnant, who are trying to get pregnant, and all the mothers who are currently pregnant. And if there's anything else you want me to talk about, then please mention that also in the comments, and I'll make sure that I make a video on that. And if you like this video, please like it and subscribe to Being Woman with Chhavi. Please do support me, and this is me signing out. Love and peace from me to you.